Hey guys, ArchieLuxury on the ArchieLuxury channel. How are you guys today? How are you today? And I gotta tell you, I got some inspiration from Marco. Marco was making a vid on his channel. He's talking about the dream collection. And this is quite fun. You think about how many pieces do you want? What's the perfect number? And I got to be totally honest with you there. Got to be totally honest with you. I like these thoughts. Marco, I saw your video. What's the perfect number of watches to have? And
Yes.
it's got me thinking. Actually, let me tell you this. I actually film videos and I put them out slowly. I schedule them, right? But I've actually got a video coming out next week, but I actually made it yesterday. Let me tell you what happened to me, Marco. Can I run you this story by you?
Sure.
Okay. So basically, I have got 4 Pateks left. I put one more out there because I thought, hey, you know what? I wouldn't mind some money coming in. And then I thought to myself, okay, what do I want to do with the money? Do I want to put the money into stocks, equities? No. The market's very volatile. I honestly think we're headed for a crash. No, the market's overpriced and steamy. Do I want to put it into a term deposit? Yeah, at 0.0001% interest I would earn. Forget that. Paid off consumer debt? Well, that's already paid off. That's okay. I got a little bit of zero interest credit, like on some furniture and a solar system, but that'll pay itself off over time.
Yeah, no point in paying that off unless it's due.
Yeah. And I thought, okay, if I sell the 5196, let's put it into watches, because I love the watches and it's good for the channel.
Right.
I rang my friend Dave and said, what should I buy? I said, oh, what about a pre-ceramic Daytona? Too expensive. Gonna be, and I said I could put a bit in, but I don't think they're good value now. They're actually quite dear. And I said, oh, what about? He goes, oh, well, why don't you get? I said, if I get the Pepsi, I've got money for the Pepsi. I'll have the sub-date, the Explorer 242, Z Blue, and a Pepsi. I think that 4-piece combo is amazing. What I'll do is, I was thinking of adding a pre-ceramic black dial. Too expensive. And I thought, he said, oh, why don't you add a Air King? And I'm thinking, why would I sell my 5196, which is first rate, to buy a second tier Rolex? Then I thought, what about an Oyster Perpetual? I don't really want an Oyster Perpetual. Overpriced.
They're all overpriced. Ridiculous.
Then I thought about it, and he said, oh, why don't you get a Speedy? Get a chronograph. And I thought about it. Patek chronograph is ridiculous money. I don't want to go there. That's the big bit. I have to sell I don't want to do that. He said, why don't you get a Speedy? And he said, I said, what are Speedies going for? They're almost going for retail. And then he said to me, hey, you could get the Jaeger-LeCoultre. That's a good buy because it's virtually brand new. It's a couple months old. For not much more than you'd pay for a Speedy. And I said, hang on a minute. I'm selling a 5196 to buy garbage?
Ooh.
This is a new guy. Just sit there and learn. Just sit there and keep your mouth shut for a while. Be cool. We gotta break him in. We'll break him in. So
What's going on, man?
Now, I got to tell you very quickly there. I'll talk about him in a minute. But the thing is, Man Against the Machine, $10. Been a while since I caught a live stream. Thoughts on a new Speedy? I've been hearing some negative things about it. Don't know what to believe. Look, it's a great watch. It's expensive. Expensive mass market, mass produced type thing. Wait. It's all this hype. Just wait. GB, €5.50. Arch, get a day date. Actually, same. I said that. Maybe a day date. But guess what? Would I get the compromise, the 36 mil? Because I'd have to put a lot more money in to get a 40. They're expensive. The 40 is what I really want. And it's expensive. So you know what I decided to do? Instead of selling my 5196, why don't I just keep it? 4 Pateks, 4 Rolex, JJ LeCoultre, maybe a Speedy, or some sort of chronograph. It'll come. That's it. Done. So we're talking 10 pieces for me, because I'm in the business.
Right.
That could be it.
Wow.
And you know what I want to put extra money into now that I've quit the journey for horology? I want to buy a plastic German car.
Oh, Arch, you got the
Okay.
perfect car. Toyota.
Wow.
I know. Okay, next super chat. Alex Spain, €5. Is the Z Blue going to be discontinued? I don't think so. I honestly don't think so.
Have you seen? Have I pulled up that mock-up of the Milgauss for you? You remember that black dial with the red second sound?
Yeah, that looks amazing.
I really like that.
Because that goes back to the original 1019.
Right.
And Alex, we did Alex Spain. Any more super chats?
Yeah, Alex Spain. By the way, get on if you can. Arch, I want you to see the watch he has.
No, we got some
Or
echo
one of the
here.
watches.
Who's got the echo?
I think it's Watch Will. You got to turn down the sound or mute the live stream and playing in the background.
we
Coming
got
to you live
explain
from
this.
purgatory.
It's all good. It's all
All
good.
the,
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
There you
Toyota
go.
Mo, $5. Watch Will. You need to super chat, big boy. Have a drink, Don AC3. Okay. I just want to say this here, okay? Will is a new guy. His mum paid for a birthday video. He's a young
Okay.
guy.
Cool.
See, I got to tell you. See, now that Marco's got the Speedy,
The Speedy. What is
You're
it?
gonna remember this one.
he's no
Rolex.
longer.
Archie, are you
he's-
gonna read his soul? Is this?
He's
Is this?
he's no longer. He's no longer the young pup.
Let's just get these.
Alright, get
last
ready
two
for
super
Showcase
chats.
watches, £2. Arch, read the new guy's soul. What's he got?
Archie.
Tim,
So
Tim.
his mom paid for the for
birthday
review,
vid.
for the birthday vid. Who's gonna pay? Is Dad gonna have to pay for years of therapy that he's gonna have to deal?
Ooh, here we go. We got Alex Spain, Arch.
Alex Spain.
sorry.
Hold on, let's just put him
that's
very
the
quickly.
doctor. We like. He's
doctor.
been on before.
Let's just put him very quickly. Alex Spain, show us what you got to show us, man. I know you got it on. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at that. That's
Jeez.
$100,000 now, aren't they? What are
like
they? How
100
much are they now?
25 now, 125, 150. Some
It's
people
not
are selling
worth
it for.
that much. It's
not.
honestly not.
But he got it retail.
Yes,
Yeah.
he got it retail because he saved some bastard's life. You
Right.
know, he got a heart. He organized the transplant.
He put the ceramics,
That's
ceramic.
what happens.
The
That's
ceramic
what
ball
happens.
bearings that they use in IWC, right, Alex?
My favorite watch in my collection is my IWC. It's engraved with my PhD date, and I wouldn't change it for another Nautilus, you know. Well,
So, Will, what watches
I'm-
have you got? What watch have you got, I should say, Will?
Yeah, so just a bit of background. So I started work a few years ago. I've been saving up some money because I did want to get into the luxury world. So I'll show you what I've got: a Rolex Voice Perpetual 34mm grape dial,
Very nice.
which is discontinued.
Ooh, 34 mil grape.
Well,
You
that,
put that suits you so well. Doesn't
Looks
that
very
look
good.
good?
no, I don't think it's too small. I think all this talk about I prefer a smaller size personally, but yeah, sorry, it's a bit hard. Yeah,
It's a gentleman
that's it.
size. It's nice. Very nice.
Yeah,
it's a
it's,
great
it's sort of this is it. Sorry, just trying to. I'm not
You got it upside
done.
down, though.
So yeah, this is it. Yeah. So I brought that.
34 grape.
Wow.
I was looking when Archie did the video, giving some advice. I had been saving up before that, and I was intending to buy something. And I did have a look at the Speedy, but this was £50 more. And I thought for the price, I just regret not getting Rolex.
So you bought
I had-
that second hand?
No, I bought it new.
Okay.
I know it's not. I know you weren't. But I thought it'd be nice just to have a new one.
I would have gone for the 36 if I was buying
Yeah.
new. Sorry.
Let's just get these super chats very quickly, Arch, because we have a couple lined up.
JB, £5.50. Sell 2 Pateks and get the 41-day date. JB. Okay, we got that one. That's it.
No.
Grand Sicko, $2. Show us the sub, Marco.
There
There
you
you
go.
go, guys. You got
And
another Toyota Mo.
okay, Toyota Mo, $5. Don AC3 to read his soul and Oprah Tim to heal his soul.
By the way, tell
Actually,
your
I
mom.
gotta tell you, actually, the 34, you know, going back in time, my good friend Herman, he's, God rest his soul, Herman had a Rolex date. Not a date, just a date.
Yeah.
It was a no-holes case date, two-tone, oyster bracelet, and it was actually 34 mils. And I gotta tell you, you may think 34 is too small, but it kind of works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're not a huge monster as a
No.
guy. It's
No.
just a little elegant Rolex,
Yeah.
34 mil. I mean, it's quirky. It's as quirky as he. It's a perfect match. What do you think?
Yeah, it's
I
excellent.
like it. And it's
Very-
got the new clasp. It's got the new clasp on it. Did you see
Yeah.
the clasp?
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, but,
Wowzers.
No, I
Robust
think
watch.
34
yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it's a
great.
Rolex, really. And there's
Yeah, you
great
can't get that Omega. Omega is second class compared to Rolex.
Now that you
Yeah.
bought it retail new.
Yes.
Like if
Yeah.
you want the second watch, if you're working on, maybe we can. Do you have more watches, or that's?
Yeah, I
He's
do
only
have
a
some
young
more.
guy. He's only a
Let's
young
just
guy.
catch
He's
up on
only-
these super
No,
chats
no,
quick.
nothing-
He already has a
I
relationship.
don't have anything else of that sort of that price.
No, well, of course
but
not.
something
That's a
else-
lot of money.
Yeah, especially for me because I don't earn a lot of money. You know, I
No.
don't get a lot of money, so it is quite a lot. But
You know,
um,
in couple of years, when as you continue, increasing your income, in 5
Yeah.
years, you can go back with that watch, and you can get a second one, now that you
Yeah.
have a relationship.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Next one. I got to tell you, here we go. Nana Kim, $5. New guy, look like altar boy who like priest. Oh, that's not
Come on,
nice.
guys, that's
Nana
nasty.
Kim think he's look, he's cool. I got to tell you, something truthfully, I'm actually more excited to see the Grape 34 than Alex's Nautilus. The Nautilus bores the shit out of me.
yeah,
I'm sorry, Alex.
No, it's true.
It doesn't really do anything for me as I would actually, no nonsense, I'm actually more excited to see the Grape than I am to see
I want to go that far, Arch. I gotta be.
You don't see those in a
I
while.
don't know about that one. I don't know about that.
The Nautilus, it doesn't do. Showcase watches, £5. Arch, as a fellow Brit, I can tell you, Will has money and class. He's very well spoken for a Brit. I'd go with London inner city.
Oh, it's your
Happy
birthday.
birthday, Will. How
Happy
old are you,
birthday,
Will?
it's my birthday in July. That's what Archie was talking about. I was 17
Well,
then.
it
Yeah,
takes a while for the
Oh, you're
paid reviews
18?
to come through,
I'll be 18 this year. Yeah.
Jesus,
He's
he's
only
only
17,
17, Arch.
Hey, we're looking at replacements, Marco. I mean, come
Yeah,
on, man.
sheesh,
You're getting
I'm gonna-
older. You're getting a
Arch,
Rolex. We
I'm
need
getting
some
a little
new blood.
Yeah, no.
We need some new blood.
Jeez, 18 first or 17 first Rolex, Arch. My goodness, congrats to you, man.
He wanted to come on. He actually emailed me and said, "Can he?" I said, "Look, I put the link up. If you're there, you can come on." I got to
Yeah.
tell you, the Grape is a great start. There's nothing wrong
Why
with the
did you
Grape.
go with the Grape?
You know what? Because it's the new 34 mil, that actually has got really good resale. You can easily...
Because the new 34 isn't as good because they put the ladies movement in it, haven't they? They put the Pearl Master movement in it now because that one's still got the movement that was used in the no date sub in it, but they've changed the movement now for the ladies movement in it.
Yeah, that's it's just the sizing issue. That's not a big... Look, the truth
Yeah.
is, that watch is highly sellable, don't you think, Marco?
Oh, 100%.
Over
That
retail.
watch, look, it's a unisex. I would say it's kind of unisex. So
Yeah, 100%.
you'd get your money back anytime you wanted, wouldn't he?
Yeah. I mean, your money's always safe in Rolex, right?
And I
But you
love
can't
the
sell your
Grape.
first
Man.
Rolex.
Did your mum help you get that or what?
No, I bought it all myself. I saved the money.
What do you do to get money like that? You're a student still?
I won't give away too many details about my work in case anyone's watching. But
That's probably a good idea.
No one's
yeah,
watching.
I'm just sort of an admin. I help out really in an office, just helping out, doing basic work. And I was doing
that would have been a lot of work he's done to get that. Believe you me,
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of.
No,
Man,
it just wasn't. I don't. To be fair though, I don't spend a lot on anything else. So it's sort of you can just save towards it. It wasn't too. But it took about a year, quite a while of saving. But yeah.
That's a beautiful. What a beautiful.
Will, when you turn 21, consider a beautiful Note 8 sub.
Yeah. I think
You can probably get it retail.
the sub.
No, I doubt that.
Oh no.
I reckon a 36mm Explorer 1 would be perfect.
Actually, that'd probably be perfect.
I would love the 36mm Explorer 1, but the problem is now. I mean, it's been 20 years since they've discontinued. It's getting harder to find them on the second-hand market. I mean, I have looked not to buy, but I just look sometimes to see what's available.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Brexit is horrible for you guys, right? With watches.
Yeah, it's like I think by the time I come around to buy the next Rolex, they'll probably be even rarer.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Unless they
That's what I'm saying.
reintroduce.
Your best option would be going back to your AD.
Yeah.
You bought that watch with them.
Now, I got to tell you, I've had some absolutely beautiful. Let me just take a quick. Let's get these super chats, and I got to take a quick break. Put my aircon on and get a few things. I got to.
Okay.
Here we go. Next one. JB, £5.50. I got to be honest. My first Rolex was an OP34. My second watch was a Rolex 36, and the size was not that much different.
Right.
Yes.
It's a great. I mean, at 17, Arch, he gets all the kudos in the world. Jesus Christ.
Don't forget, too, my first Rolex at 18 was a 1016, which was 36mm, and it wore a bit smaller, too. Like it was, because it uses the case from the Datejust. That's what it kind of looked like.
Right.
Fella, $2. Profile, 34-year-old with a 5524G at an Upper East restaurant, aka Patrick Bateman. Patrick Bateman. I gotta tell you, this is the guy who's dating Beth T. He's just 33-year-old. I gotta be totally honest with you.
Probably thinks he's the second coming of Christ. He can do no wrong. The tax man will never get him.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Just make sure to upvote everybody. Listen to Bear Clooney or he's going to come get you.
Yeah.
And we got showcase watches.
Showcase watches. Showcase watches, man. $2. Babyface component, younger, classier model. Yes. There we go. Look, I got to tell you, Oyster Perpetual 34mm. It's actually, I love the new clasp in it, don't you? What do you reckon?
Yeah, it's great. It's excellent, Arch. I mean, as a first watch, I think it's perfect.
I think it's, and
I'm just a little bananas, Arch.
Did you get a choice of dial colors? Just hang on.
Yeah. Well, there were two I was looking at.
Hey,
they
Dave,
had
live show.
They had like a date, Oyster Perpetual date in black, and then the grape dial, and they were the two I was looking between. I mean, the great one, I was told when I sort of looked at it, I did think the great one would be a bit more unique, and that in future, I mean, there's loads of black dial watches going around, whereas the great dial would be something a bit different. Obviously, like they don't have any blue dials or anything because they were too popular and they just sell out. But this was before the new dials came out this summer. This was sort of in July. And so, I thought out of the two, and I don't really use the date function anyway. So I thought there was no point in spending them more. So, yeah, I went for the grape because it was a bit more unique as well, and also because it didn't have the date function.
Let's be honest. With the new Oyster Perpetuals, it's impossible to get them. So it's good that you got that watch while you could have. Now you would have got you would have to get like a Datejust. You have to spend so much more money.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You read these things, people talking about them, and they're like on waiting lists to get the Oyster Perpetual.
Yeah.
I mean, that was used to be the one Rolex model you could buy from a dealer if you wanted to go and get it. And now even they're on waiting lists.
Look, I think you can get a lot of kudos from your dealer. Was it authorized dealer?
Yeah, it's an authorized dealer.
I think you buy a funky watch like that, they can do you a solid in the
Listen,
future.
Will, for the average guy like ourselves, it's impossible. You're not going to get anything from Steel Sports. Tim lives on Fantasy Island thinking
Wow.
you're going to get
Fantasy
hard to
Island.
get.
It's your plane. It's your plane. It's your
Nothing.
plane.
Look, he already did it. He already bought it. There's
Tim,
no.
Tim, you're making it
there's
sound
no-
like the guy's going to walk in and get a Batman or a Pepsi.
Well, it
Come on,
just
Tim.
sounds like you guys don't want him to be able to get one at retail.
Here we go.
So,
Piper,
there's
just
no
get the
risk in
Piper
trying.
review. No
Kuiper
worries.
Might Frog, $2. Respect your watch, Elder Marco. Watch Will, kudos. I'll be back in one moment. I gotta get
No
something.
worries.
I'll be back.
Alex, let me ask you, that IWC, I'm going to pull it up. What's the IWC model that you got for your PhD? If you don't mind me asking, of course.
It's, I can grab it if you want to see the.
Please. Yeah. So, Will, let me ask you, 17, how'd you get into watches?
Well, it actually didn't. It was actually a bit later, really. I didn't start young or anything. About a couple of years ago, I just started buying. I built my first one was just a really cheap. It's just a piece of crap, really. It came with like a fake leather strap, like synthetic leather strap. It was like, it broke around about a month. But it sort of started then. From then on, I started then going into like some, getting some better low end watches, and after a while, I thought that, instead of keep buying low-end watches and spending all the money on that, I sort of realised that if I just kept saving it, then I could actually get something a bit more valuable. So that's sort of why I got into the luxury ones a bit more.
How did you find Archie? What was the journey
I found Archie through...
Look at that. A beautiful Portofino.
I found Archie...
What's this here? What's he got?
That's his PhD watch, Arch.
Oh, wow.
It's got the engraved case back.
Wow.
Doctor.
Wow.
This was given to me by my parents. Yes.
Wow, that's beautiful.
It's much worthier for me than the Nautilus. Much worthier.
Yeah, let's not push this bullshit too much. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Arch, it's the sentimental value, right? The sentimental value.
Okay. Now, I just wanted to say there very quickly, guys, I had some people who were shit. Just hang on.
It's a gorgeous watch, Alex. Alex, let me ask you, okay? For somebody who's a newbie in IWC, what watches would you recommend from them? What are their top of the line?
The IWC is my favorite brand. The only problem with IWC is that it doesn't retain value. But
What's that?
I have
what doesn't retain value?
IWC.
The new Portuguese.
Yeah. Guys, just very quickly, I want to do a shout out. I was whinging about the supply of scotch the other day.
Jesus.
Double black.
Wow.
And that's not the only one. Balvenie Double Wood 12.
That sounds expensive, Arch.
And Mo, Toyota Mo. This is from Toyota Mo. Red breast.
Jesus.
Whoa.
Breast 12.
Wowzers.
There you
Gotta
go,
tell you.
guys.
Man, that's and this other one here is from, who's it from? Here we go, I'll tell you who it's from. Lorenzo Whitehead sent it to me. Thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate that. So there we go. We're gonna have a drink. Thank you so much. I want to tell you guys, this is really nice. Will's a nice guy. Will is a very nice little kid. He I gotta tell you, seriously, Oyster Perpetual 34, I get it. You know what? You go back in time, right? The Pateks, the most famous Patek they released was the 3919. That was my first Patek. It was 33 mils.
Jeez.
And I never thought it was small. That was the size. That was the size. Do you understand? And I love that watch. It was a manual wind, Calatrava, hobnail bezel, Romans. That was my first Patek. I got it from Shawnee at European Watch Gallery in Melbourne. So I got to say, man, that's amazing. And as Alec, yeah, that's an amazing achievement. The watch your parents gave you. Yeah, that's right. That's a special watch. That is, you're right. It's the fact that your parents, got that for you. That's a lot of hard work to do a PhD.
Jesus.
I've done a few TAFE courses, so I know technical college courses. I know how hard it can be.
Arch, I'm fed up and I'm just doing a bachelor's degree. I could only imagine a PhD. I just can't wait to be done, man. PhD, all kudos to you. That's why you get paid the big bucks, right?
Double black. I'm just gonna.
Well, it's a bit late here in Spain, so I'm backing up. Thank you so much for having me.
Hey, Alex, it's great. It's a pleasure to have you there on the show.
All the best for the show.
Congratulations on the Nautilus, man. That is, but please get a World Time or a dress Calatrava. Get something that's not so
overhyped. Yes.
You know, I like as soon as I see someone who's got a Nautilus or an Aquanaut, they're not real. I sometimes I wonder, are they true enthusiasts or are they just in the hype?
I talked to Marco in his show about that, you know, like
that's the only thing that annoys me. You know, the people who have them, they kind of damage the brand. They're not true Patek lovers.
Yes.
Like people talk about how great the 57. Oh, it's legendary. Think, hang on a minute. It's just an automatic Patek. It is a great movement, but why is it in the Calatrava that uses the same movement? It's garbage. I don't.
That's true. It's really hurtful. I talked to Marco about this like a couple of days ago. It really hurts. It really hurts me. Like in Spain, the IWC stores are sinking. You know, are like in bankrupt.
What's that? The IWC? What? Say that again.
The IWC stores are like sinking, like disappearing.
You're joking.
Yes, and everybody wants Rolex and Rolex and Rolex.
IWC is a great brand. You know, I love. You know, I had my Ingenua. That was a beautiful watch. I love that watch.
But since it doesn't retain value, nobody wants it. And it's really
I gotta be honest with you. I think the problem is IWC has done. They're using Solita movements now. That kinda is bad, and they just. I gotta be honest with you. They really the Ingenua. They made it into a sports chronograph. It's supposed to be a scientist's watch. I don't know. They lost the plot a bit. Okay. I still love the Big Pilot.
Arch, I reckon the Portuguese is one of the best watches.
Fantastic watch.
You know? Chronograph, the one with the 7-day power.
Okay, Alex, thank you so much for coming on, man. Love you.
Cheers,
see you next time.
Nice to meet you.
Let's just get these super chats very quickly, Arch.
Okay, fella, $2. Perfect watch for a young guy with a huge ego in finance. 36 mil day date with aftermarket diamonds.
Alright, I just want to pull this up from Toyota Mo.
Toyota Mo, the can't drink shiders. Thank you, Toyota Mo.
Cheers, man. And showcase.
And here we go. Showcase watches, $5. Can Will be welcome on streams moving forward? New young blood in the hobby needs looking after and educating. Take Will under the wing. Good kid. Yeah, there we go. Look. He's a nice guy. I quite like his passion. He's got the. I tell you what, that takes a lot of saving. I remember being 17 and saving for a Parker fountain pen, gold-plated Parker fountain pen. It was hard. It was when you're earning low money. It's very hard to get. Luxury goods are expensive, very expensive. So. Here, Van Lux, $2.79. Let's see the 34 mil on the wrist. Da 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 da. Oh, see, look, that looks beautiful for a young man.
It's perfect.
You know what?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think I've never found it to be really that small. You mean you read people saying they find it small, but I've never found it's that small. I find it fits quite nicely.
So, what do
Excellent.
people say about the? Have you had much comments about the watch?
Well, I don't really show it off too much because I don't. I sort of keep it to myself. I mean, I show people sort of who I know well enough to trust, and they sort of say, "Yeah, it looks really nice." I mean, no one said they don't like it so far, but yeah, I sort of keep it under the radar because I think you know.
You don't
better.
really have many friends who are watch people, but
No, but I think sort of if people know it's Rolex and stuff, they can. I don't know, but I just don't want to. If they get annoying about it and stuff, so I sort of
Yeah,
keep
they get jealous, Will. Just be careful.
Yeah, but that's what and also I just don't really want to, because people who haven't got stuff like that, I don't really want to show it off too much. So I don't really tell people.
look at this. Look at this showcase here. This is the business guy, right? I remember being 17 and was saving for a pack of smokes and beer. Fike me dead, kids. Well, look. Showcase. Don't be fooled by showcase. That guy there is a gazillionaire by 25. Don't worry. That guy there is as Look, I gotta say, what a great. I think that's a beautiful watch. The grape just suits you so much. That's a lovely. You couldn't have picked a better watch as a first Rolex for a young guy. Man, and the thing is, are you hoping to add more Rolexes as time goes on?
Yeah, I mean, at the moment, I'm not anticipating anything really, because obviously, it'll be a good few years yet. And also, like you said, it's better not to rush. But yeah, I think I'll probably see. I'd like to add the GMT one day. I'd like to add. Maybe if I could. I don't really.
Will, can I give you a recommendation?
Yeah.
Maybe a 40 mil Explorer 2. What do you think, Arch? Polar or black
Here
down?
we go. Thomas Crown. Paul was busy spending $36,244 to be exact on a BMW. Yes.
Jesus Christ, Archie.
I financed half of it. It wasn't just cash.
What year was this? 36,000 on BMW at 18?
1991.
Oh my God! What's that in inflation dollars, Arch? It's like 50 to 75,000, somewhere in that range.
Yeah, somewhere about that. Yeah.
Jesus.
It was a lot of money. But I got to tell you, I think I had the Explorer 1 when I picked up the BMW, by the way, as well. And now the BMW is worth. The car and the watch have flipped, haven't they, in value? 30-year-old Beamer. Actually, the E30 I had has become collectible. They actually are collectible now. Will.
Yeah.
I got to say, man, what a great... Now, Will, what do you think I should do? I got 4 Pateks now. Should I keep, sell? What should I do? Give me the advice.
I did have a bit of an opinion on this. I wasn't happy. I mean, obviously, it's your choice. I never really liked the whole Patek collection. I think you need to have steel.
Rolex.
Yeah. I think you should sell. I keep 1 or 2, but I think you should sell them, get some more Rolex, or get a Speedy or something like that.
The problem is, Will, I've actually just gone through it. I've now got 3 Rolex, plus I got a Pepsi on order. So if I get the Pepsi...
You got a Pepsi on order?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our good friend MJT is coming.
Yeah.
No, because you got some good ones. I like the Milgauss. I think that was a good one to buy.
I love that watch. Absolutely love that watch. Anthony Napoli, $2. Arch, are you worried Rolex is bogan now? No. Rolex is classy, always classy. Showcase watches, $2. Next watch for Will, pre-owned 3186 Speedy House. There's nothing wrong with that, man.
Be too big for his rich, Arch. I reckon. 1861 would be too
Omega
big.
in space.
Yeah.
I don't think you worry about the size. Don't worry about the size.
Arch, I think a 40 mil Polar or black dial.
Yeah, I think the 40 mil Explorer 2 is nice. I have looked. I never looked at buying it because I can't afford it. But I do sometimes look and just think sort of the future what I might look at sometimes. I have got one more thing here to show you quickly. Now this is one more. It's not really. I'll show you anyway. I don't know what you'll think, but there's one more.
Oh, the vintage Seamaster.
It's the Polaris. I've got a good deal. I've got a very good deal.
It's called a what? What's it called?
It's the Seamaster Polaris, the one from like the 90s, the dress.
Hang on, just
like
hold that watch there. Can I please tell you a story about this watch?
Yeah.
That is the watch, the exact watch my father had. When I got the Explorer 1, he bought that and he said to me, look what I got.
Yeah.
It's got a sapphire crystal, it's got a date, and guess what? He made fun of my 1016. Now, which one would you prefer to have, Marco? They were the same.
Oh, is that even a
price.
question? Is that even
Right?
a 1016? I mean, it's going for 30,000 Canadian with him.
And then, guess what? He continued to wear the Polaris in the shower. And I said, Dad, I don't think it's waterproof. That's what I said. I said, Dad, it's not like a Rolex. And he said, hang on a minute. It's a Seamaster. Master of the seas. Surely it can take a shower. And guess what? Many years later, the dial was completely eaten with water and deteriorated, and I was right. But that's a great watch. The Polaris, that was in... See, the funny thing is, I think that's 31 mils, isn't it?
Yeah, that's really small. But as I say, I quite like the small size.
The thing is, in the day, like my dad's not that small... They were never. No one even asked what size is it. It was just. It wasn't an issue.
I was going to ask that actually because I remember you telling that story on one of the videos once. Because you see, I've always liked the look of the Polaris. I know it's not the best watch. I know it's ETA.
No, it's very 90s. It's very unique. I quite like it.
I know it's not the best, but I got a good deal on it. I'd always liked the look of it because I'd heard about it before, and I wanted something that was a good watch, but also that sometimes you don't always want to wear the Rolex. There's some scenarios which just say
It's a great watch. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
But I know. But I always wondered. I heard that story about your dad, whether it was the Polaris.
Polaris. Yeah.
Believe
me, it's not waterproof. Don't take it in the shower.
No, I won't. No, I don't take any of them in water because
you don't luxury goods. You don't take luxury goods in water.
It's not master of the sea.
No.
It's not master of the tub.
Yeah, no.
That's what it should have been called. The master of the shower. But
I gotta tell you, man. But now, Marco, I need you to run the show for me Thursday. Well, that's actually my Thursday is your Wednesday and Thursday. Is that okay?
Gotcha. No worries. Yeah. I'm good.
What time do you want me to make the booking, folks?
Oh, I can make it for you, Arch. No worries.
Okay. I gotta
Arch,
see you.
No worries at all.
Hey, man, that's cool. That's cool. I gotta tell you, collect the bucks. Collect the bucks. I gotta tell you, Marco. How many watches is enough? I want to ask you this. Now, what were you saying in your clip there? How many is enough? What were you saying? Tell me this. I want to hear this.
So for me, it's 5 pieces. You can add more than 5, but you need 5 in the collection at the least. You need 2 of a specific genre. So for me, it's 2 divers, 1 chronograph, 1 GMT, and 1 dress watch.
2 divers, 1 GMT,
1
chronograph,
and a dress watch. 5. But
5.
you can replace. Yeah. But you can replace, for example, let's say you prefer chronographs or you prefer dress watches, then you could do 2 dress watches, a diver, GMT, and chronograph. You understand? So that 2 is a flex. But that's the 5. You got to have 5 at least.
So you're saying you got to have a GMT,
a
diver, and a chronograph,
and a dress watch.
And a dress.
And then the 5th one can be any of the 4 categories we just mentioned.
Oh, I see. So what would give me your 5 if things go well for you? Give me the 5.
Yeah, so discount diver would be my PAM, diver my sub, GMT 16700 birth year, Pepsi bezel.
Yep.
Then chronograph, I would get a Zenith El Primero manufacturer edition. And then my 5th one, I would probably get a Longa Saxonia Move Fanes. Don't kill me, Arch.
That's a great watch.
Yeah, okay.
I quite like Lange. Seriously, I actually could. Tim.
What's up?
How many? What do you think's enough? What's enough for you? Tell me what you think is. What's enough?
Oh my god. You know, I was just talking with Drew, and I told him that I think 4 Rolex and 3 Patek. Because, like, I already have, like, the perfect Rolex collection. I don't think there's anything. I mean, I do really want the new
Panda,
Explorer Black.
Sub No Date, Explorer 2, and Pepsi.
Yeah. But I think
how many-
it's just because I like the Explorer too. But other people, they could just... Pepsi would be better than
Arch,
Explorer 2.
technically, he needs 1 dress piece, and he fills out my 5. Because he's got 2 GMTs, diver,
He's going to pick
chronograph.
up his old man's 5196 when he dies.
There you go.
Ooh.
Well, knock on wood, Arch. Let's
Touch wood. Touch
wood.
He has been going to doctors lately a lot. No, I'm just fucking with you guys.
Oh, geez.
No.
Jeff
He's very healthy. He's very healthy.
Jeff Streitmeister. By the way, Jeff, I got a video for you, Jeff. Oh no, Jeff Silverstein. Sorry, wrong one. Wrong Jeff. 5 watch collection. 1 diver. 2 budget diver. 3 no date diver. 4 diver on rubber, and 5 diver in some metal besides steel. Interesting. You could do that. That look. It's open to interpretation.
You know what 3 Pateks I want?
What's that?
So I didn't finish the right. So the,
Yes,
the 4
yes, tell me the
Rolex
3.
and the 3 Pateks is the
Nautilus, Aquanaut. I
No,
can tell
no,
by
no,
his
no.
All the
time.
not obvious. Oh,
world
boy.
time.
World time.
What's the
Which
reference?
model?
5170 chronograph.
Which world time?
Doesn't matter. They're all
world-
beautiful. Whatever's
time?
available.
A 5170.
5170.
Yeah.
Same thing. Whatever's available.
Yep.
And the Aquanaut.
Yep. You know, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay.
Wow. That's the dream Patek collection. So there is the Rolex backbone, and then there is the Patek just...
Well, I gotta
quality.
tell you, seriously, guys, I think for me, I'm quite happy with the 4 Pateks, right?
Mm.
The Rolex sub-date. I love my Explorer 2. Tim, that watch is amazing. I love my Z Blue wind and wear. I would love the Pepsi. I would actually love the Pepsi more than a Panda. I got to be honest with you.
Pepsi.
I would love the Pepsi. I hope that comes.
You know,
If
the
it
reason why
doesn't
people
come, you
want
know what
the-
I'm going to get instead?
What?
Because I got the money, okay?
Yeah.
If it didn't come, I'd get an Explorer 1 or an Air King.
Ooh.
2 wind and wears and 2
Wow.
complication Rolex.
Wow.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, because, you know, the Daytona, it is kind of a type of a wind and wear.
Yes, it is. No date.
Because it's screwed in the pushes. Guess what? You can't use the chronograph.
Can't even
guy.
use. I know. I said this.
There's no date on it. There's no chronograph because you can't use it. It takes you like 10 minutes to unscrew it.
Exactly. By the time you've unscrewed it, it's
The whatever you were timing, it's gone forever, never to be seen again.
100% right. I gotta tell you. Showcase says don't get an Explorer 1. Showcase. Don't be nasty. Be nice. I gotta tell you, seriously, in my case, I think I've really hit it there. The 4 Pateks. I was going to sell another one off because the guy who, Tony Nico, actually said to me, I might buy the 5196 off you, but I've kind of changed my mind on that. I just keep it keep it.
Flick it, Arch. Flick it, flick it,
No, but
flick it.
I'm going to
it.
get garbage with the money. I'd rather stay with it. I
Don't
love
get
that
garbage.
watch.
Don't get garbage, Arch. Make the wife happy. Get that investment property.
How is Will- how
I don't
is
want
Will-
more debt.
How is Will planning to build his?
But it's
coin?
good
He
debt,
doesn't
Arch.
miss-
It's good debt.
Will, how are you planning? What are you going to add to yours?
So yeah, I don't know really. Just have to wait and see. I think I'd want to add everything. To be fair, that's the thing. You want to add everything. I think personally, I've got a thing here, and I don't know, but I think the sub, I probably wouldn't go for that because I think it is not overrated, but it's everyone. You know, everyone's got the sub. It's sort of I like something a bit different. So probably the Explorer 2, the GMT. The Explorer 1 would be nice, but I don't know if it's too similar to the Oyster Perpetual because they are. I know they're different, but they are similar in a way.
Any interest in
I
Daytona?
think I'd need something more sportier. So I've got sort of the dressy Oyster Perpetual, and then something like.
Any interest in the Daytona?
Yeah, I would. If I could afford it, I would buy the Daytona. That would be probably that and the GMT.
How
I'm
about
not
have you asked your AD about the Daytona?
No, I haven't really been back to the AD much. I mean, I went to buy it, and I spoke to them once because I lost the receipt for it. And if you insure it, you need to have a receipt. So I had to get a new receipt printed for it. But that's the only time I really spoke to the AD.
How about you go?
Okay,
and
very
you
quickly,
get on the
super
waiting
chats.
list?
I can just hang on. Let me get this here. J Wright, $2, £2. Rolex 1601 blue dial, fluted bezel. Thoughts Arch. They're getting old. 1601. They came out. They were retired by the 16013s in the late 70s. Getting a bit old and tired. If you can get an original in nice condition, they are beautiful. Very classic. I actually quite like them. That's the date just. Stud muffin, $2. These early shows are killing me. Okay, thank you. Showcase watches, £2. Arch, a nice 1016 is a poetic watch for you to have. Look,
Ooh,
I've owned it
expensive.
before. I owned it before. You know what? I don't need to go there again. I'd prefer to have the Pateks. Honestly, I mean, when you got my collection, you could sort of sell a few things off and have anything you really want within reason. I don't really want that. You know, vintage is. I had a good time with it. I actually enjoy my modern Rolex. You know that I love the new clasp. I love them. I'm wearing the sub today as well.
Nice.
I love the new clasp, the oyster. You know the glide lock adjustment. It's actually a great watch. So I don't look back. I kind of just keep, you know, it's, I'm very lucky to have had my time with it. It's moved on. Jeff, $10. Thanks, Arch, in advance for review coming up. Also, just supported you on Patreon. Thank you. Hope it does help. I saw your name come up. I did a great review. Jeff has got an amazing collection. Platinum Day Date. He's got a white gold Pepsi. Blue dial,
blue
not
dial?
the meteorite.
Oh, yeah.
Blue dial. I actually prefer the blue dial than the meteorite, but Jeff, 10. We did that one there, and then MJT. Where did it all go wrong? I just spent 1 week and paid approximately $500 in VPNs to send the super chat. I'm checking myself into this. Staying silent, so see you in another month, Arch. No mention of the Pepsi.
See you in
How's the
another-
Pepsi going?
It's coming, Arch. It's coming.
MJT, I really do need that watch. I've got the money. We're all
Don't
waiting.
forget about the Speedy, MJT. He wants the Speedy. Get the Speedy also, Arch. You need a man on the fucking moon. You need it.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I suppose you. Yeah, that
You
could
need
be
it,
done
Arch.
then. Done
Yeah.
and dusted.
100%. And he's giving you a good price, too.
Yes. Next one on there is Van Lux, $2.79. Sub Club. Thank you. And Stud Muffin, $2. Also, congratulations on weight loss and creating content. Well, the weight loss went down. It's going up a little bit. So I've got to be careful. But
Easy on the whiskey, Arch. Stuff is
Easy on the
filled
whiskey.
with calories. Yeah.
Is
It's
it?
very high in calories.
Is it?
Yeah.
You're joking.
No, no.
Okay, thank
Very
you.
high in calories.
Whiskey is high in calories.
Oh yeah. It's like one glass is like 100 calories. Like small. Like a shot is like 100 calories. It's brutal.
Okay, thank you. Kuiper Mate Frog, $2. Heard a good fella had a 1016 for sale in Chicago. Ha ha ha.
Who's in Chicago, Arch?
That's where it was stolen. It was stolen
okay.
in EMS. I sent it EMS and they pinched it.
Jeez.
But I got paid out. You know, I got to be honest with you, it's okay. I that was years ago. Years ago.
Archie, are you in grams or grams?
Who?
Basically, 100 grams of whiskey is 250 calories.
Yeah, I'm in grams.
100 grams of whiskey is 250 calories.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Arch, no, just get the tapeworm.
You've been
3000.
reading.
It'll
You've been
save your
drinking that
problem.
red label. That stuff is vicious.
Nasty. It doesn't matter.
Look what happened. What you did to my channel.
What happened to your channel now?
Well, no, I'm saying with the whole situation.
Yeah, how is he? Is Joe came back?
Yeah. He was back actually. He spoke with him yesterday.
What did he say?
He wanted to apologize to you and that he overreacted.
Hey, it's all good. No hard feelings. We love him. Joe's been a good guy. He's okay. Man,
Yeah.
we all fly off the handle. You know
yeah.
this? We all fly off the handle.
Oh, yeah.
We're nuts. Seriously, I lose my temper. I fly off the handle many times. It's easy done. It's easy done. That's okay. I don't hold a grudge. I never hold grudges.
You betcha.
Life is too short to hold grudges, man.
Exactly.
Except for those, the other crew.
Oh yeah, right. How did we forget about that?
They just left. They didn't even say goodbye or say, hey man. They didn't explain. They just gone. And then they start picking at the new crew. Well, I needed a replacement team. If you're gonna leave, I needed a replacement team. You can't start picking at them. Guys, 8 minutes before we wind this up. 8 minutes before we wind this up.
Marco, are you doing the after show?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's good. I'm glad you guys worked that out. I didn't want to get involved in that there. But look, this is good for you guys to grow your own channel. You can do... I don't mind you guys growing your own channel, doing your own thing like that. I don't... There's enough room in this world for everyone. 15% kickback to the Don every month. And everything is fine. Okay?
Unless you're subscribed to Patreon. That way you don't have to...
Exactly. Patreon, yes.
Patreon.
I've actually decided now I'm going to actually start talking to my Patreon people every day. I'm going to send them an email every day.
Ooh.
Like videos I find cool, just to have a bit of banter going.
Just send them LJLK's pictures in the WhatsApp group.
Ooh.
MJT, here we go. MJT, Arch, you can have the Speedy for 4,000. Pepsi is coming, but remember, I'm not back in Oz until July. Postage is an option, but not the best. I'll take the Speedy.
4,000.
I'll take the Speedy.
Jesus, Arch, that's ridiculous.
Just tell me when, MJT. It's done. Done deal. I'll take it. There we go. That's my chronograph done.
Arch, not all you gotta do is liquidate the Patek collection.
No, I'm actually... MJT's a huge Patek lover. I actually think I'll just hold the 4. You know what?
Just upgrade, Arch. Just sell them all and get one.
I want to get a
5396
plastic European card in the future. You know that plastic parts, plastic pumps.
Arch, you'd be way better off getting a nice investment property, or selling them all off, getting a 5396 and the investment property.
I gotta tell you, man. Seriously, MJT, I'd take the Pepsi, the Speedy. I love the Speedy. Actually, you know what, James? Tim, MJT, when can we organize the Speedy? I'll take it now. I want to wear it tomorrow. Remember, I'm not back in Australia until July. Oh, that's okay. We can wait till then. That's whenever you come back. Yeah, I'll fly down. He's in Tasmania. That's actually a beautiful part of
Arch,
Australia.
don't tell. You shouldn't be saying this stuff.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Nobody's watching. Look at this.
Yeah,
Nobody's
nobody-
watching.
And nobody's
Will,
upvoting,
I hope
guys.
you've enjoyed the show today,
Thumbs
Will.
up.
Has it been okay?
No, I've really enjoyed coming. It's been really good. You know, nice to have a chat with
Come
you guys.
again. Come again, man.
No,
Just come on.
No, I will, because I've really enjoyed it. I enjoy watching these, and you know, I'm very glad to have taken part in it.
Hey, man,
Just-
that's so cool. Derek Mons is $5. I bought the Man on the Moon stainless steel last April, brand new from an AD for 5,000 US. I'm seriously considering the new Man on the Moon stainless steel version. Is it? No, keep what you got, man. Keep what you got. I actually prefer the older one. I think it's a bit of a. What have they done? They changed the escapement to a coax. I don't like that idea. I prefer the traditional. That's my view. I prefer the traditional. That's my honest opinion, okay? Scott Allbrand, $5. $5. Thoughts
Sorry.
on the Pepsi, Mark 1 or 2, which is the best to own?
Mark 1, investment purposes.
What's he
think Mark
talking
2,
about? You
it's
talking
more
about
bright.
new ones or vintage? What's he talking about?
No,
New
there's
ones.
3 different ceramic Pepsi bezels. There's a Mark 1, Mark 2, and Mark 3.
Wow.
The Mark 1 is like purple and pink. So that's the one to get.
And the Mark
Oh, I
II is the most
Bear has Mark 1.
the most pop. The colors are the most vivid.
What about Mark
And
3? What's that?
It's a little
now?
bit subdued.
He's got
It's
the
in the
Mark
middle.
3. Show us the Mark 3, Tim.
Leave it in the box. Who could be bothered?
No, I got it. 2 seconds.
2
it.
seconds.
Just doing it fast and furious. There you go.
Da-da, da-da.
There you go.
That's lovely. That's quite lovely.
That's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
I think the
it's-
tube is great.
It's not too bright.
All right, come pull up the 3 different ones.
Yep.
It's kind of
I
right
think
in the
any
middle.
of them. I mean, seriously, man,
They're
any of
all
them.
Can't go wrong with the Pepsi.
What's the most valuable? The Mark 1, is it? The most valuable?
Yeah, Mark 1, I'm
No.
pretty sure.
Who knows?
Because it was made the shortest time. But depends how collectors look at it in the long term, you know what I mean, Arch? So it's just, you can never tell.
Oh, here
There
we
you
go.
go.
Oh,
So I'm pretty sure this is Mark 1, this is Mark 2, so, and then
Ah,
Mark 3 at the end.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
That's
That's why I to me Mark II looks the best. But you can't
Here
go
we-
wrong with the Pepsi. It's a killer piece.
MJT, $8. Stay online for 5 minutes, sending you a photo for the punters. Okay.
Yeah, so Mark 1, they only did it for 1 year, Arch. Somebody just put it in the chat.
Oh, I see. Wow. Wow, that's amazing, isn't it?
Well, I think each one of them was only 1 year because it came out 2018, and then
Yeah.
it went to 2020, and now it's 2021. It's possible that the Mark 1 was only a couple of months because they released it in like September, and maybe by the new year they released it Mark II.
Oh, I see.
And then Mark II was the entirety of the 2020 or something like that. Who knows? Who knows?
Stud Muffin, $2. Buy a condo in the kinky part of Melbourne. But like, can you? By the way, guys, Melbourne is expensive, man. I can't afford to buy nothing in Melbourne. Man, I don't actually earn that much money. I'm talking about buying a $20,000 third or fourth hand BMW. Okay, I'm not talking about $1 million. Okay.
Garbage.
You guys might be getting the wrong idea. I'm talking about a BMW with plastic bits. I'm not actually to buy a property. I mean, I it'd take me forever to save that. I just want to get a fun roadster. A roadster. Can I get a roadster?
No. If you want to have Pateks, you can't. You have to drive a Toyota, Archie.
Toyota or a
I'm
Honda?
just kidding. Of course you can. Get the car that you want to drive. Come on, man.
Art, we're just poor men
I'm not
from
into
poor family
cars,
on the
but
show.
if
You
you
know?
you seem to
Yeah.
really be interested in cars. It can bring in the car. You're gonna start making a little bit,
Yeah.
few videos about cars. It's gonna bring in car enthusiasts onto the channel. You're gonna
No, well,
expand the show.
Arch, don't get those nasty, vicious cars. They break down on you. They're expensive to service. You
Be
got
a
cheap parts.
dreamer. Dream big, Archie.
Dream big.
Or
There you
live
go.
in the real world. Whichever you
Dream
decide.
big.
Dream big.
Versace dreamer, guys.
Versace dream, man. You've been
30
drinking that
bucks.
stuff.
30
What?
bucks.
$30.
Arch has
That's
been
all.
drinking the Kool-Aid again.
Ooh. You know what it smells like?
What's that?
Fresh tobacco.
Ah,
Not
I like that
fully
smell.
grown, but
Yeah.
beautiful stuff.
Man.
I spray this stuff on the pillow sometimes.
Do you ever mix scents, 1 scent and another scent? Do you put 2 scents together, or you don't like doing that?
Sometimes I do it. Yeah.
What do you think of layering, where you use the Gucci soap and the Gucci deodorant and the Gucci? Do you think that
I'm
works?
not rich
or that's
enough for
bullshit?
that. I just use generic soap. I save on the soap and then I buy really good fragrances. Because that soap, it's a scam. It just smells for like a second while you're taking the shower, but then the smell disappears right away. It's a scam. Those companies, they make so much money. Like Chanel, if you buy their soap, they sell it for $60. But that stuff doesn't hold. It doesn't hold its smell. It's only during
Actually,
while
I
you're
just fallen in love with what MJT's just sent me, man. This is
Show it to us. Show it to us.
man, this is a beautiful. What do you think of that?
Ooh.
Ooh, you get the
Big
big
box.
fike off box. Yeah, you never had
I
that, did
love
you?
it, man. I want it, man. MJT, done. Look,
That looks
if that's
good.
not
The
enough,
reunion. The reunion.
make it a bit more. MJT, if that's not enough for you, make it 5, okay?
I mean, that is a really nice piece.
Make it 5 Aussie, MJT. I don't mind paying a bit more, okay? You're being cool. It's a beautiful watch.
Wow.
Actually, I'd love to have an Amiga back again. You know that? Think of all the videos.
Man on the... Give it to us just one time, Mark. Wait, they got a super chat for that. They got a super chat for
we got a
that.
young guy here today. We can't do
Oh,
that.
it's true, it's
Right.
true.
No, don't worry. Go on, do it.
No, it's okay. We changed. Guys, I got to wrap this up. I want to thank you for coming on. It's been a nice show. And
got
you're
Will.
doing the after show, Marco.
Marco's
What's the
doing
name
after
of
show.
Marco's channel? What's the name of your
Watch
channel?
Cardinal.
Watch Cardinals. There you go. Go. He'll be on in how long will you be on?
Ooh, what time is it right now? I'll probably be on at 7:30. 7:30.
Half hour.
Okay.
25 minutes.
Okay, man. I think it's great. We will see you tomorrow. See
Take
you
care,
later,
everyone.
guys.
Bye,
See ya.
everybody.
It's nice to meet you.